Cup for Biology, Harry Connor, and the Rizcala Cup for Physics and Chemistry, Olivia Afonso Drury. Juria Cup for Religious Studies, Harithika Patel. WPS Cup for Spanish, Shannon Nicholson. Cup for Latin, and the Turner Cup for individual contribution to music, Patrick Gallagher, the Piercy Hughes Cup for Design Technology, Shweta Cott. Cup for English, and the Hind Cup for French, Olivia Afonso Drury, and the Allen Cup for Mathematics, William Heath. Fellows Cup for Year 8 Drama, Harry Hammett, and the Prawl Cup for Historic Interest and Endeavour, James Kemp. Cup for the Under-11 Sportsperson of the Year, Etienne Morn, and the Dolman Cup for Girls' Outstanding Sporting Performance, Holly Ross. Cup for Sportsman of the Year, James Sales, the Perkins Cup for Sportswoman of the Year, Francesca Freeman Hall. Cup for the Most Improved Musician of the Year, Noah Poole, the Christian Wright Cup for Outstanding Progress in Reading, Aston Pierce Wright, and the Hanford Trophy for Values, William Eccleston. Finally, the Headmistress's prizes for Head Girl, Imogen Smith, Head Boy, Reece Neil Davis.
we feel extremely privileged to have Anna Turney with us today. She has an incredible story which we are very excited to hear more about. It is my great pleasure to invite Anna Turney to address us.
So there I am, at the start of the Sochi Paralympics downhill. Conditions have been terrible, so soft that it's dangerous. Some of the Olympic racers have pulled out of the Olympics weeks before because they think it's too dangerous. It's my last chance. The racer ahead of me is airlifted off course because they've had a big crash. Take a deep breath and push hard out of the start. Well, good morning everyone. It's really exciting to be back here at Wellingborough School. I was last here as a pupil of the junior school 24 years ago. And I've got some really happy memories. And it's wonderful to see you all here. Everyone came up, looked me in the eye, gave me a good proper handshake. Well done, everyone. I think you've got far to go. I am now a double Paralympian. I've won 31 medals racing downhill in this. This is a mono ski. It is a fabulous piece of kit which has enabled me to ski down all the same courses and in the same disciplines as the able-bodied racers. My favourite discipline is downhill, in which you find yourself careering downhill around gates 44 metres apart, so that's the width of a football pitch, going at speeds of around 70 miles an hour. It's really exciting. And quite scary sometimes. I've won 31 World Cup and European medals for Great Britain. And, well, I haven't always been a wheelchair user. So when I was a pupil here at Wellingborough School, I was a member of the hockey team. I loved sports, I loved dance, I loved ponies. My dream back then was to be an event rider, to do horse riding. Didn't get there, but I had the dream. I'll share a few memories of when I was at school here. Our teacher, Madame Tyndall, only spoke French to us. We were all quite terrified of her, actually. So my first word in French was méchant. I'm sure some of you guys know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? Méchant. Naughty, yeah, I heard that. Quite. I wasn't naughty, but there were some naughty pupils, so we learned that. Another teacher with us today is Mr. Proul. Now, I was a member of Lions Club. Can I get a cheer for that? Mr. Proul ran the show, and he also filled us with wonderful stories of kings and queens of England, of the Black Death. I loved the history lessons that he taught us. But if you ever dared to fail one of his tests, you'd have to get to school early, go up and sit outside his study nervously, and then go in when it was your turn and have history questions fired at you. When was the Great Fire of London? Oh, it's a good way to learn. So, on to sport. Well, it all began here at Wellingborough. I loved sport, had a lot of fun. I liked studying. I wasn't the cleverest in the school, but I did quite well. And I wasn't the best at sport, but I really enjoyed it, and I definitely put in a lot of effort. When I was a teenager, when I left here, I had to go snowboarding for the first time. And it was my brother Ben, my younger brother, who inspired me and who helped me set goals. And I think my goals have really helped me work hard and achieve a great deal. So snowboarding, Ben said to me, Anna, I think you could be a border cross racer. Most of you will have seen it on the TV, border cross. That's when 4 athletes race down a course with big jumps on snowboards, big bank turns. It was in the Olympics. Oh, here we are, Wellingborough School. This was me 24 years ago, sitting here. I'm right at the front at the bottom, second from the right. On to snowboarding. Ben said, I think you could be good, and I believed him. And I decided that I was going to try and get good. I went to university, and after university, I went to the Alps, I got a job, and I practiced snowboarding, had a lot of fun. And then there was a border cross race, a big one, the British National Championships. And despite never having met a coach or snowboarded down a border cross course, I decided I'd give it a go. So I entered the race, and I surprised myself by qualifying in the time trial less than a second behind the favourite. Couldn't believe it. Unfortunately, I crashed in the race. So I left the British Nationals with neither a medal nor a British ranking. However, I gained something that I think is more powerful. I realised that my brother was right, that I really did have potential. And my Olympic dreams were sparked. I was quite shy about these dreams, so I only shared them with Brother Ben. My parents, after